Good morning. How y'all doing today? This is Friday. It is Fun Stream Day, or not so much Fun Stream Day, but we're going to talk about other things. Maybe a little politics will get in because my God, is stuff just absolutely going nuts here. But I'm going to try my best not to do any ranting and raving and maybe doing some laughing. Hopefully, if Ramen is feeling better, she'll join us. But she's been in migraine hell for the past week. And while I've never had a migraine and I've never been around anybody who suffered a migraine, from what I heard, they are some of the most miserable things that you could suffer from. So that is going to be, just I'm not going to get involved with it. I mean, if she shows, she shows. If she and hopefully she'll be feeling better. But if she doesn't feel better, then it's oh. Speaking of the devil, and the devil does appear. Good morning,
Happy Valentine's Day. How you doing?
and happy Valentine's Day to you too.
I'm doing
The
great.
wife and I exchanged our Valentine's Day cards today.
What'd you get?
Okay, I sent her a gift, and she sent me one.
Oh, yeah, that's totally valid. That's your love language. I'm down with that. I ordered
No,
candy for
it's
the kids through Instacart.
after 35. I mean, we're going to go out for barbecue Sunday night.
Oh,
I mean, we're
nice.
not even, well, we're keeping the grandson tomorrow so that uh, my son and daughter-in-law can go out for dinner tomorrow night. So we're
Oh,
keeping
that's
our grandson for tomorrow night because, so that means we can't go out to dinner tomorrow night.
it's selling. The
All right.
Momofuku ramen you referenced me. I ordered it.
Oh, did you? Have you
Yeah,
gotten
it
them in
should.
yet?
No, it's for today for my Valentine's order. I don't have time. Like two of my tires are gone, so I can't drive.
Right.
So I ordered the kids a little stuffed animals and candy from Publix and ice and the stuff we needed. So, yay. I just
I
feel really
I
bad as a parent. I felt like I failed because this would be the first year I didn't get them anything for Valentine's Day. Isn't that weird?
I can't wait for you to tell me how you like that Mama Fuko.
Okay.
Which one did you order?
The soy and scallions.
Okay, that's actually one of my favorite ones.
I like scallions, so
So
I really like
um,
them.
I've got all five of them,
Yeah.
and I've got all five. They come in the pack of five packs of noodles per
Yeah.
package,
I'm
and
kind of
so I've got
excited
20.
because
I got 25 packages of Mama Fuko's here.
like usually when I order new things to eat, it's for my boy. Like
Right,
I get excited when we try new things because of his autism and everything. But he's really open minded about food now, which he didn't used to be.
right.
So
But
yeah.
I sort of cheat when I
Uh
make
oh.
these up.
Uh
Well,
oh.
um, I either some beef, some sausage, uh,
No, that's not cheating. That's being creative. It's fine.
some sort of protein, maybe even some
Chicken,
shrimp.
whatever.
I'll cook up or add into it so that it's got a little bit more.
I've tossed chicken nuggets and egg and stuff. I hear you.
Oh, definitely,
Get me the cup, please. I'm just trying to make my
definitely
coffee.
chicken nuggets or egg. Chop up some,
Uh,
air fry up some chicken nuggets and chop them up and add those in.
yes.
Or uh, uh, fry up an egg.
I don't even fry it. I crack it and I pour it real slow. And it doesn't really do anything. It just thickens up the broth.
Right.
Give me the bottle of water, please. That one, we're having what we have here seems to be a problem with communication.
Ah,
Two, just give me the bottle. The water's not in the kitchen. It's right there next to. I didn't want it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna miss you so much. No, you're gonna be sorry you don't stop messing around. I need my coffee. I'm not playing. Put that in the microwave for 2 minutes, please.
does he intentionally wait until we start to stream?
No, I think he just sees an opportunity and knows I won't kill him with somebody listening. Boy, oh, we've got a Costco cake here. We haven't opened it yet. It's lemon with blueberry. It's a lemon pound
Oh,
cake, blueberry. Yeah, I got that
that
specifically for him.
that sounds good.
I sound like one of those moms that will never let go when I look at I'm getting specific things from the store to try and. I sound like a crazy person. I sound like one of those moms.
Well, you've got the you don't have quite the normal family dynamics going on
It's
either.
fine. Normal's boring. You know.
So,
My daughter already reassured us of that. Oh my god, the allergy pills. Okay, I swear to God. She starts eating and I'm like, come here, take some allergy pills. We were out of allergy pills. I said, no, we got them right here. She goes, those are white. Our allergy pills are pink. I said, no. I ordered allergy pills. This is what they said. It's the same thing. She's like, it probably tastes the same. She just took it and left. Like, what the? You're supposed to be tasting your allergy. Boy, I'm gonna murder you. I'm like, you're gonna be sorrier in a minute. What I didn't I tell you
all
no?
right.
Sorry. So, did you download? Did you
Okay.
finish installing that yesterday?
I can't. You broke up. I couldn't hear you. Didn't hear you, Ramen.
Oh, I was. Will you stop yelling? I'm asking if you finished installing the game yesterday.
Oh yeah, I finished installing that.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. I
Okay.
think it's finished installing it. I know it's all downloaded and said it was installed. I haven't. I didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
Uh,
Stop it.
I went and cooked dinner. I want to mute you until you get him taken care of. Okay,
Good plan.
Ramen.
Good plan. Okay.
All right. So, um, anyway, as I was perusing the internet this morning, something interesting popped up. And one of the things that popped up that I had not realized, and this is actually an old story. We've all heard of the out of Africa theory that all mankind came out of Africa. The Africa was the Garden of Eden, was the cradle of civilization. Well, it turns out that last year that theory's been debunked. And the out of Africa is no longer the prevalent theory, but rather that there's not only Africa, but other areas of the world had uh, humans as we know them came out of multiple areas around the world. And let me share this article here so that, oh, come on, thank you. They found a skull in Greece And there's a picture of it. That the prehistoric skull found in the Petrolona cave in northern Greece challenges the out of Africa theory of the origin of Homo sapiens. The human skull found in the Chalkidiki cave is 1 million years old and has generated an ongoing decades-long debate over its age. Is it 700,000 or 200,000 years old? If it is indeed 700,000 years old, as some prestigious scientists believe, the skull throws out the out of Africa theory, in which Homo sapiens first developed in Africa, then spread throughout the world about 200,000 years ago. In other words, the skull discovered is indeed around 700,000 years old and belongs to the species that developed in Europe. Ruh-roh, there is some that can alone will cause a lot of grief amongst certain individuals who, for some reason, live and die on the idea that Africans are the original humans. And with that being what they want to, a whole basis for racial pride, shall we say? Yeah. Okay. The debate began in 59 when the shepherd in the Petrolona area of the Chizaki accidentally discovered prehistoric cave. Archaeologists, paleontologists, and anthropologists began researching the reached findings, such as stone and bone tools, indicating the presence of pre-human species. The cave also provides shelter to wild animals, including lions, bears, and hyenas, as evidenced by the majority of fossils found. The most important finding was a human skull embedded in a wall, which had perplexed archaeologists, paleontologists, and anthropologists, all of them, and led to an ongoing debate. Dr. Arius Polonius, an expert anthropologist of UNESCO's International Anthropological and Ethnological Sciences, and later founder of the Anthropological Association of Greece, was teaching. Okay, anyway, let's see here. Based on the findings, along with the study of the skull, concluded that the has been called was 700,000 years old. So anyway, long story short, and more out of, scholarly lore or scholarly work than us. And there's that skull again. I think that's absolutely make and enlarging that so we can all get a good look at it. And I'm curious about this thing sticking out of the skull. Is that part of the original skull? Is that caused from water dripping on it? A stalactite or stalagmite? Stalactites hang tight from the ceiling. Stalagmites grow up from the ground.
Could be anything. We never know. That's really cool, though. That we're still finding shit like this.
Yeah, that's just. And the thing is this just popped up on a news article this morning that popped up in my feed. So I went, and it was just a video, and I had other things going, so I didn't want to listen to another video at the time, and so I just, out of theory, out of Africa theory debunked. Did a quick engine search, and these articles all popped up showing the same skull. But I'm curious as to what's yeah. But see, these articles, news articles, I found some of them are 2 years old, and
Oh,
you'd think they would have made the news. But they didn't. At least not any news I remember seeing or hearing about.
if they can't say, "Oh, it's just badly damaged because of Trump," then they don't want to report it. So that's my
Well, I
theory.
mean, even during the Biden era, this was. I mean, this news article is 2 years old. You maybe because it is throwing the out of Africa theory into possibly into the trash can. That's why it's not making the news,
Well,
because that would, there are some
probably
people
have
who
like
live and die by that, Africans are the first humans. So, but anyway, I just thought that was something neat and to bring up this morning.
thank you. That stuff's always interesting.
Here's another article I found on it. Multi-regional or recent out
I
of
know, baby.
Africa, and
Yes, baby.
that there was another article I found. I don't think I got it here. No, I don't. They're talking about in the different island chains around the world.
Yeah.
Um, the naked swimming apes, or swimming apes, which developed their own subspecies or their own species, which were eventually wiped out, that actually dived underwater and lived on seafood. And I thought that was really interesting. They because when you think of apes, you think of jungles and
Planet of the
fruits,
Apes.
bananas, and such.
Yeah.
You don't think of them diving into the ocean and living on fish and mollusks and scallops and
Yeah.
such, which is what this other article that when you start doing a dive into stuff like this, you get all kinds of different articles pop up in your search engine, and that was one
Yeah.
that popped up on me this morning. So when your loving puppy wakes you up at a quarter after or a quarter till 4 in the morning,
Yeah. Oh my God.
and it's not enough time to go back to bed. By the time he's ready to go back to bed, it's not enough time for you to go back to get any
Right.
sleep that would actually count.
Oh my
You know,
God.
you just get comfortable with me. It'd be, I'm just getting comfortable again, and I'm having to get up. So, did you
Good
see
night,
Monkey
gal.
did a 4.5 hour stream last night?
I saw he did the stream, but I didn't really listen to it other than like a minute or two. So I know the one before that he did, Bonsako was in there.
Oh well, but anyway, yeah, he did last night. He did a 4.5 hour stream. He was doing Jen Psaki was on Stewart's show, and they were responding to the two of them. That
He
was,
was
it was
such
an
a friggin'
interesting
idiot.
stream that he had. I like his reaction videos. Hey, afternoon, Fury. Good to see you, my friend. And yes, I did make certain that my audio was clean this morning, that it wasn't being filtered through anything like it was yesterday.
You have very good audio.
Anyway, um, another article that popped up on me here this morning, and I mean, you and I both being Star Trek fans,
Okay.
an article popped up about some of the best um, guest appearances
Ooh.
on Star Trek over the years.
Okay.
So this is, I'll be honest, I only had like an hour to do this morning, and that's really not a lot of time.
Did they have a lot of guest stars?
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I look
Uh,
at stuff like that, I think the Muppets, they had a guest star every night. It was great.
so uh, let's see here. Here we go. Like Stephen Hawking.
Oh, I didn't even know they had him on it ever.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, he was on Next Gen. Um, the data and trying to learn how to win at poker brought up Stephen Hawking, Einstein, Sir Isaac Newton,
You
and
need to go.
Hawking, of
You
course,
need to
played
go.
himself.
I'm gonna call your dad. You need to go. Okay, get dressed. Sorry. He's like standing there staring at me, about ready to start yelling, and I don't. Yeah, it's weird.
So, and I mean, I do remember this episode. Oh yeah, they had a lot in the original series.
I never knew that. I mean, I watched a lot of them, but I didn't know.
Um, like, dang it, I had just had his name in my brain. You know how that goes when you have somebody's name.
Yeah.
Uh, guy played a fish.
The guy who played the fish. I don't.
No, there was a member of a band, um, a fairly famous rock band, was involved. And let me see, did I? Oh yeah, I closed the tab. Dang it. Yep, I closed the tab. But yeah, there was um do. I don't want to say Mick Jagger's the name that comes to mind, but I it wasn't him.
Mick Jagger was on Star Trek?
No, no. I said that's okay. Rock star. Um, Star Trek. Let's see if that pops up. Fleetwood Mac. Got one of the guys from Fleetwood Mac.
I love Fleetwood Mac.
Okay. And let's see if they've got. Um, Okay, so maybe I should be able to find it a little bit easier here. Oh, Iggy Pop
Oh wow.
was on it. He was on. It looks like he was Deep Space Nine character. One of the. Well, here, let me change tab. Change share. There's Iggy Pop.
Ew.
Um, I remember the episode from Deep Space Nine,
Okay.
but I can't remember. But I can't remember what it was.
Uh,
Playing as a Vorta in the Magnificent
oh.
Ferengi. All right. I have no idea who Tom Morello was. Oh, Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he was on Voyager. I get that's him. Okay, let's play this video and you can see the fish character I was talking about. All right, you see the
It's
fish
so like
character?
my mother to do the
Cut
unexpected.
the audio off. Oh, come on. There we go. Fleetwood Mac is one of those fish characters.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That is a fish character.
Yep. So let me get back over here. You see what I'm saying? I only had an hour trying to get this together. That's why, I mean, I was a little bit late actually getting everything. Uh, that Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac, right? Okay, so Stephen Hawking. Now this next one, I remember the episode and I didn't realize it was her, but
Okay.
I left it in strictly because, well, she did co-star. So Stacey Abrams, old gap tooth herself.
Oh,
She
okay. I
played.
didn't.
She couldn't make governor of Georgia, so she played president of the United Earth.
Wow. Fake it till you make it, I guess.
Yep. This had to be one of the Discovery Channel or the Paramount Channel Star Treks
Uh,
because it said who formally announces the planet's rejoining the United Federation. So this
uh,
definitely had to take place after Voyager. But oh yeah, old gap tooth herself. She couldn't make it as a real life governor, so she pretended to be president of the Earth.
okay. Hey,
What can I say? Now this one here I really remember because I enjoyed it. Was Kelsey Grammer on Next Gen.
oh, you gotta love Kelsey Grammer, man. No matter what, you gotta love him. Damn.
He that one where he's the captain of the submarine, the TV, the movie.
Ooh.
That is such a hilarious movie. But Kelsey Grammer can play all kinds of roles.
Yes, he can. He was Dirty Pete in Toy Story.
Yep.
Stinky Pete, I'm sorry.
But the thing is, it looks like I've always figured him for being heavier than what he actually shows in this picture. He's just got a fat face. Because you can definitely
Okay.
tell by the uniform he's not overweight.
Right.
It's just his face belongs on a fatter person.
You know they
You know,
started Frasier again, right?
yeah, his
Okay.
jaws there, the weight around the jawline
Oh, I love him.
makes him look like he should be a fatter person.
I love when he runs across his ex-wife, BB Newirth, like unexpectedly, and he reacts to her. I love it. Like she's some kind of diabolical demon or something. He does this whole shudder thing, and it's so fucking real. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's how I am with my ex. So yeah, I get it. I love it.
So
There was a thing when he went
let's
to
see.
Italy and he comes back yelling, because he's mad Sam got with Diane, and he's like, if you're trying to kick a goal in football over there and you fall, they call it a Frazier. If you try to hit the ball and knock yourself unconscious and miss the ball, they call it a Frazier crane. I just felt bad for him, but it was funny at the same time.
Now, I could never remember this guy's name, Roger C. Carmel.
But did they have Roger Daltrey?
Every time they had him play as Mud on the original
I liked
series,
Mud.
you knew it was going to be a fun episode.
Yeah. I only saw the one episode with Mud's women, but I liked him.
Yeah. So, but
Okay. Did they ever have Roger Daltrey, though? Because he is like the ultimate guest star for like anything.
Was Roger? I don't think Roger Daltrey ever did Star Trek, did he?
That's what I was asking you. Because he's done guests on other shows and movies and things, so he's fucking anything with him. It's gonna be fucking great and a little off the wall.
Let's check here. Close that tab. I'm trying to keep my number of tabs to a minimum. Roger Daltrey, Star Trek, Voyager. Oh wow, and Next Gen. No, they are not showing him. Okay, let's see here. No, all these are before. Now, it does not look like Roger Daltrey ever
Yeah,
did
he's
Star
great
Trek.
though. He's done some creepy stuff, man.
Now, see, I liked
There
Roger
was
Daltrey when he was on the Highlander TV series.
See, I told you he does. Man, he did a spot in Witchblade, and he was so damn creepy and evil in it.
Let's see here. He is on Once Upon a Time, Last Detective, CSI. Yes, I remember him being on CSI. Never heard of the show Johnny Was.
Me neither.
Let's see here. I'm scrolling through the list rather quickly. Okay, yeah, there was the Highlander, the Sliders.
Sliders was great. I missed that show.
What's his the guy? The kid that was the lead character.
Oh,
I feel sorry for him
I know who you're talking about. Why? Why you feel
because you
sorry
know what
for him?
he's doing. He's hosting a game show called Pictionary now.
I like that show. I like that game. That's
Oh,
a cool game.
yeah, but I mean, that is the best that he can do. I mean, he's not acting anymore.
He's still
The
up there.
best job he can get as a game show host on a channel that nobody knows anything about.
I don't remember who hosts. I think it was Drew Carey that hosted in the '80s, but it was a cute show.
But
You know, there's worse
my,
things he could be doing. He could be doing infomercials for like off-brand Accutane or something.
yeah, you're right about that. But yeah, he evidently his star has fallen big time to work. And the only reason why I know he's doing that is uh, one of the my wound care doctor's office. Uh, I I was sitting there waiting on my appointment, and that show came on, and he was the host. I was
Okay.
like, "Oh no!" So that's where actors go when their careers die. But yeah, the Mud character here on the original series was great. Now
Yeah.
here's my Jane Wyatt
Oh wow.
as Spock's mother.
Um.
I mean, you just she played, you know,
Amanda.
she played Spock's mother as, I mean, you could picture her actually being Spock's mother.
Yeah. You know what? I wasn't real big on the novelizations, but there were a couple that were really good. There was one that was kind of like a one of the old noir detective things. The Vulcan Academy murders, and it heavily featured her, where there was some kind of experimental treatment, and the Enterprise had to take a crewman to Vulcan to participate with an injured crewman, and wow, it was really good. The twist ending was fucking insane. It was great. What baby? No,
Okay.
okay.
Um,
Talking to my kid.
Jerry McConnell's who I'm talking
Yes,
about
I knew
there,
it was a
Fury.
Jerry. I couldn't think of the last name.
Jerry O'Connell played Quinn Mallory.
I think he was on like Roseanne or something after that.
Yeah, he had a few bit roles, but yeah, Jerry O'Connell was the guy that he's now doing. Uh, uh, I just sort of feel sorry for him. You know, supposedly they're talking about bringing a reboot of Sliders back,
Oh,
but it's going to, it's going to be like the other, like the reboot of
Quantum Leap.
yeah, thank you, Quantum Leap. Everything's going to be race and gender swapped.
Yeah.
So That's going to be a shame. Okay, let's see here. Oh, get back to this. But yeah, Jane White though she was. I absolutely loved her depiction of being Spock's mother.
I started asking, wasn't she in Thornbirds? And then I realized that was Barbara Stanwyck.
Ah, yeah. Now I have no idea who in the hell this woman is, but evidently on Discovery they had her being Spock's mother. Discovery and Strange New Worlds. And I mean, she doesn't even. I'm sorry if this is the way that she presented her role. She just did not. I mean, that would be Spock's slutty sister, not Spock's mother.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Well, I mean, come on. This is Spock's mother. Prim,
Yup.
proper, prim and proper, fit to be Sarek's wife. Okay, and living on a Vulcan world and living up to the Vulcan standards. This is not a woman attempting to live up to the Vulcan lifestyle. So I just, okay. Do you remember Trelane from the original series?
Trelane, no.
He would have been Q's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I mean that uh, uh and he okay. Let's see what they say. Before Q, there was Trelane, an omnipotent delinquent played by William Campbell in the original series, season one. The Squire of Gothos. Despite his reality-altering powers, Trelane is presented as an immature figure, infuriated by Kirk's unwillingness to play his dangerous games.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, this was another one of those episodes, where uh, it was just a fun episode to watch. Not that's one thing I could appreciate about the original Star Trek shows versus even Deep Space Nine, and definitely not Voyager. But not everything was life and death on the original series. The original series had its moments of life and death,
Mm-hmm. True.
you know. But then they also had their stuff like this to where it was just a fun show to watch. There wasn't any. I mean, the original series was infamous for its messaging on society, and like the first interracial kiss, and
Yeah.
let that be your last battlefield, and all this other stuff. But they're also known for having episodes that are just fun, just pure entertainment to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And this, the Squire Gothos, was one of them. It was just pure entertainment. Oh my God, Fury. Did you read Fury's comment about Discovery? Ramen. Okay. Oh, she must be muted.
I had to have a discussion with my son.
Uh, did you read Fury's comment?
Yeah, I. Okay.
That would not, that is something that would not have surprised me.
It's something
That
that wouldn't surprise me now.
if that they would do something like that. They just made Vulcans gay and trans. Yeah.
Well, if Luke can be gay, anybody can be gay, right? I mean,
Are you really trying to piss me off this morning?
never. It's Valentine's Day. I would never do that to anyone. God, that's
Okay.
horrible. Why would you even say that?
Okay. This was my absolutely favorite. Joan Collins
Oh, yeah, that I remember.
playing
Edith
this,
Keeler.
Edith Keeler.
I didn't really watch the episode. I just watched parts of it because I was little, and it was boring to me as a little kid.
I don't know if they actually realized how famous this particular episode would be
I don't know, man.
when they made it. I mean, this is one of those episodes. If everybody who's watched Star Trek, this is on everybody's top 10 list. If if you're an original series fan, this episode's on top. You can argue about a lot of the other episodes, but this one here would be one of the ones that would definitely be top 10. Oh, you're absolutely right. Joan Collins, she could do film noir like absolutely no one else.
Oh yeah, she had the look.
Yeah, she just and the acting ability.
Yeah.
They were really lucky to get her to do this episode.
Was that pre-Dynasty? That had to be before Dynasty.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I know it's ringing. Get out. Oh, it's Instacart. Son of a bitch. I'll be right back.
Now
Hello?
this is the one.
Hello?
I don't remember this, Dwayne. I don't
Hi, how
remember
you
this
doing?
episode. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, the Rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson being on Voyager. So I, but then again, I watched Voyager more out of the, yeah, it's Star Trek, sorta. Hey, Fury, you need to show us some of your AI art on Joan Collins there. I'd like to see that. The only thing they did here, those look like is they put some ridges on his forehead. So, but Mark Leonard, Mark Leonard's one of my another one of my favorite actors from this time period. Yeah, playing a Romulan, a Vulcan, and a Klingon. Played every race but the human race. Played the three main the three main alien species though. So man, I got my son some new knives to uh, for Christmas present. I bought him all new knives and a new knife rack. But some of the knives that I wanted to get him weren't available. They'd been sold out. So they finally came in this week. And of course I had to use them. I only used one of them because I didn't have any fish to fillet, and I don't do brisket. He does do brisket and on his smoker. So I got him a brisket knife.
I got a sleep knife. Anyway, that was the Instacart. They're so nice. She's like stressing out because, it's Valentine's Day. And all the Valentine's Day stuff I asked for was gone.
Ah,
But she found the paper heart shaped candy boxes, which I fucking love. So I got one with Hershey Kisses and one with Reese's candy for my boy. My daughter's a purist. She only likes milk chocolate, no fillings or coatings or any weird shit. So, yay, it's perfect.
but I was checking out the knives I got for my son, and like a dumbass, I managed to cut myself 3 different times with it
Oh my god, that is something I would do.
because now these are like the cheapest knife of these. When it comes to knives for him, I way overspend. I probably spent close to
But if it's
six or
something
seven hundred
you're
dollars
gonna
on his
have
knives
for
already.
years. Okay.
I'm sorry, Raman. I talked all over top of you.
No, it's fine. I'm used to it. But not, I was married. Um, no, but if it's something you're gonna have for years, it's worth it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm done buying him knives now. He's got the only knife he doesn't have is a bread knife, and his wife doesn't bake bread. So if she starts baking breads and he wants a bread knife, they can go and buy their own. They can go drop $130 on a bread knife. But I'm not going to do it. Oh, speaking of bread, did you know that Walmart is now carrying the cheese? Is it the Cheesecake Factory? Yeah, Cheesecake Factory's uh, par baked breads,
I didn't know that.
and you can you buy them, you bring them home, and 5 to 10 minutes in the oven, and you've got fresh baked bread.
I'm still getting that bread maker in a few weeks.
Ah, but yeah, anyway, back to Mark Leonard here. I got to meet him at a Star Trek convention,
Okay.
and he was as nice could be.
He's a very funny speaker. He's got a decent sense of humor.
Yeah. Let's see. Now I had to go and pull up another picture of David Warner just so that you knew who he was from underneath his makeup here.
Wasn't he in Somewhere in Time with Time Machine or something?
Yes, he was, and that was the name of the movie, Somewhere in Time.
I never saw that movie.
Oh no, somewhere in time, not somewhere in time. Uh, because somewhere in time was the one with
Christopher
Superman,
Reeves and Jane Seymour. Yeah.
right? But no, you're right. He did play a time traveler in a remake of the
Time
Time
Machine.
Machine,
Mary Steenburgen.
right?
I never
So,
saw her as a romantic lead, but that was a cute movie. I don't know. I'm weird. Don't listen to me.
but yeah, this was David Warner's one. He's one of those British actors that I really enjoy watching.
Okay.
He does bring a certain bit of danger. He makes a good adversarial character.
Okay.
So he's he, he's a fun movie to watch, a fun actor to watch. Not like Alice. I had to go and pull up another picture of her outside the makeup so you'd recognize her.
Oh, I've
Playing
seen
the
her before. She
Queen
always plays
Borg.
somebody creepy. I think she was in Sleepwalkers also.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she played the mom, didn't she? She always is fucking creepy to me. There's just something about her, man. I couldn't tell you who else she played off the top of my head, but I can guarantee you, whatever it was creepy.
Oh, she's South African. She's not British. She's South African.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know. I got to pay my Verizon bill. Thank you.
Oh, nah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. She was in uh she's in the Doctor Who podcast series.
Of course she was.
Two episodes of the Star Trek Picard, Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2022, Star Trek Lower Decks.
I haven't seen that one. That's the cartoon, right?
Yeah. The Alienist. I've heard about this show, The Alienist. I've never seen anything of it. I've heard of it. She's a couple episodes. Let's see here. Boy, she's in a lot of Doctor Who shows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she was in Thor: Dark World.
I didn't see that one.
In
And I
one of
know
the
there was some recent
NCIS
reports.
episodes back in 2014. She was in The Walking Dead.
That sounds about right for her.
Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Star Trek: The Experience, Borg Invasion 4D. Okay. Oh, The Rain of Fire. I have to check that one out. Okay, here. What was the name of the show you was asking if she was in?
Um,
Star Trek First Contact. You see how bad yes, she was in Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah, Sleepwalkers.
That
She
was a creepy fucking movie, and it was just based on a Stephen King story. So
she played Mary
it's all kinds of
Brady.
inappropriate. Yeah,
What was Sleepwalkers about? I don't remember.
they're like vampires, ancient vampires, and ew, it's really inappropriate. And they're terrified of
Okay.
cats. Cats is like their one vulnerability.
Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember that.
Okay,
Well, as soon
now
as you
you
said the
remember.
cats, yes.
Yeah, and they're really ugly once they change to their true form. Ryan
That's right.
Krause
Now
played her son.
now I remember it. I'm sorry, who played her son?
Ryan Krause, he was from Charmed.
Oh,
He's
okay.
done some movies, but yeah.
But see, you'd never know that was her under that Borg Queen makeup.
Oh, that was fucking horrible. Okay.
Here's everybody's favorite bad guy,
Uh oh.
John
Oh man,
Delancey.
he's a cutie. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of a crush on him just because he did the part so well. Just
Oh, I bet you love that episode where he shows up naked then.
I didn't see that. You know, of course, that's the one I never saw. He was so arrogant though, and so full of himself. I loved it. Oh man, that is a beautiful man. Even now, like even at his age now, like a few years ago, he did the secret ending for Payday 2. And the minute I saw him on the screen, I was like, "Oh my god, that's cute! I know, I love him." You know, and people thought I was nuts, but it was him. I was right.
Okay. Now here's one of my favorite ones.
What?
Ricardo Montalban.
Oh my god!
And I've got both of his Khan pictures, one from the original series
What?
and the one from the movie Wrath of Khan.
Dude, they replacing him with Cumberbatch was a huge fail. I don't care.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Ugh.
but you
I'm
couldn't
sorry, but
get,
no.
I mean, who?
Cumberbatch just doesn't have the real Corinthian leather. You know. Yeah, I'm going to hell. I don't even care anymore.
Boy, the fake chest they put on him though for that move for the
They put a big chest on him?
well, look at that.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Come on, he doesn't have those pecs for real. But yeah, my wife actually went to see this movie with me, The Wrath of Khan, simply because of him being in it.
He was really good.
So, oh, your Twitter account's been suspended, Fury. You need to get him back. You need to
I
uh,
thought
talk to old Elon and see if you can get it back.
I think you're gonna say it was mine. I'm like, damn, I lost my Amazon. I can't lose my
But
Twitter too.
yeah, Ricardo Montalban playing Khan there. That was amazingly good
Yeah.
callback. And I think that's the last one that they gave. Yeah, that was the last one they gave in this article. Um, I would definitely put him in my top 10
I
as
agree.
far as favorite guest stars, but that's only because he's such a great actor.
He really is. Yeah. Well done.
Get back over here. Oh, you got Diana Rigg. Oh, Diana Rigg from the Avengers. Yes.
Game of Thrones. It was me. I
Could not get
man.
any better than that.
So bold killer.
Julie Newmar was okay.
So beautiful. Oh my god, I love her.
Are you talking about Elizabeth Montgomery? There, Fury.
Oh, Elizabeth Montgomery.
Little thing about Elizabeth Montgomery was, they're on her TV show, The Bewitched. Uh, she got a little ticked off, I guess, at the producers for being a little bit for being not being very nice fellas. And her way of getting back at them was to start showing up to the show braless, which they didn't catch right away. And she started doing started doing a little extra, having a little extra button unbuttoned. So, yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery, she is quite she wasn't quite as sweet as she was able to portray there on TV. Even though the one either Twilight Zone or Night Gallery episode where her and Charles Bronson are enemies, but they're the last two of their respective military forces on this planet or this town or whatever. Charles Bronson is another one of my favorite actors from that time period. Can never go wrong with him. Um, talking about Elizabeth Montgomery there, Fury, being a bit freaky and naughty. There was the one of the other things that popped up across my news feed this morning was Washington, D.C. is in a bit of a scramble right now, the real estate market. They're used to having, very high prices on all their real estate. And the real estate agents used to being able, pretty much get anything they wanted and for their properties. And people who owned property was able to rent them at almost any price they wanted to rent them at. But all of a sudden now with Trump, what was it, 43,000 Washington, D.C. government employees have agreed to leave the company, leave their jobs, and get paid through October or through September, rather. Oh, Jenny Allgutter, definitely. Is that cat running across my driveway? Yep. I don't know why. I've reset the sensitivity on my security system 4 or 5 times. And it'll pick up a cat, but it won't always pick up a human being.
Oh my god.
And that's a bit frustrating sometimes. But anyway, with all these people leaving out of the 43,000 people leaving government employment there in DC, or whatever that number is, they're afraid the bottom is falling out of the real estate market. And real estate agents and companies and such are blown conniptions that their easy, high profit margins and commissions and such are not going to be there for the next year or so. Hey, Raman, do you have any clue who in the hell Issa Rae is? Issarae?
Probably an actress. I could be wrong, but that sounds like a really.
Okay, I can't hear you. You're way too far from your mic.
Oh no. That sounds like an actress who's trying really hard to be edgy with her name.
Okay. Well, they're saying that, creator and star of HBO's Insecure. And I haven't had HBO in 20 years.
I got Max because it came with a package. That's about it.
But
it's Max, Hulu, and Disney. And my daughter wanted Disney and Hulu, so.
Well, here, I'll show a picture of her. I don't recognize her being on any other show or movie. I don't recognize her.
No, I've never seen her before.
Okay.
But that looks about right.
But she had a sold out performance at the Kennedy Center.
Doing what?
A one woman show, I guess.
Oh Jesus! Just call her.
And well, because Trump's in office, she's canceled her show.
And nothing of value was lost.
Okay. She canceled a sold out show because she fears an infringement of values.
An infringement of what?
Of values at the Kennedy Center.
That makes no sense. It's not even a thing.
Because Trump is now, Trump, the Orange Man Bat is now chairman of the Kennedy Center now.
Infringement of value is some made up shit. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. This is her quote. Unfortunately, due to what I believe to be an infringement of values of an institution that has faithfully celebrated artists of all backgrounds through all mediums, I decided to cancel my appearance at the venue.
Oh God! Nobody fucking cares, lady. Give them their money back.
Well, somebody cares that she sold out her show. So evidently somebody, there's a lot of somebody's care about her. But then, it may be just the typical, liberal crush. Oh yeah, we need to go see her. She's such a great actress.
I said nobody ever.
Even though some of us have never even, have never heard of her. But it is what it is, They're all these people that TikTok is now back on the Apple Store and the Play Store. So if you want to download, if you bought a new cell phone and you didn't transfer your TikTok app from your old cell phone to your new one. Well, now you can go and re-download it.
Okay.
You've gotten. Why doesn't she ask RFK? Good question. Yeah, he took over as chairman of it, but hey, Silvar, good morning. Okay. But yeah, if you're interested in getting TikTok back on your cell phone,
I never had it.
now's your chance to do it because it's back on the app stores.
Okay.
Um, you know, if you follow my Twitter account at all, my X account at all, you'll see I post a lot of videos from TikTok, sort of like the libs of TikTok does. But some of them I post, a lot of stuff I post on X are just basically to myself, as reminders of things that I want to do for future streams. But some of them, though, are actually um, are there because of, they're like I showed that who yeah, I showed you that video, those two videos yesterday, didn't I, Ramen, off stream?
No. You
Uh,
told me something. I don't remember what.
it was uh, the sex clinic in South Africa
Oh God, yeah.
that had closed down, for
And they're blaming it on not having U.S. aid.
STDs
Yeah.
and a STD clinic, and they shut it down because they said USA, all their money to operate that clinic came from USAID. And they were all mad. She was all mad because, women who have STDs can't get treatment anymore. Meanwhile, the president of the country is sitting there saying, "Yeah, we're going to eventually call for the slaughter of all white South Africans, the wholesale slaughter of them." It's like,
Oh,
you know, that is something that shouldn't even be on your plate.
right.
That is something that should not even be on your plate to do that.
Sit down and listen for the door, okay? You can listen for the door.
Lips
What a
of
good
thick
girl.
fat.
You can't even blame the women. It's like usually the husbands are messing around and running all over the streets and bringing it home to them. So,
Oh, last night the wife was telling me uh, one of her coworkers is getting divorced,
hi,
and
Princess.
she found a younger guy that she's more interested in
Oh, wow, that's new.
than her hubby, who's developed some health issues.
Ooh, okay.
And she doesn't like having to have to help her hubby,
So much for in sickness and in health.
right? Because he's developed some fairly serious health issues, and so he's not able to do as much as he used to do, obviously. So she's found herself a younger guy. And I was sitting there going, "Okay, dear, are you trying to drop a subtle hint here?"
Not so subtle.
And she looked at me and she goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "All right, you're telling me about a coworker. whose husband's developed health issues and can't do what he used to do. So she's found herself a healthier young man to go hang out with. And she goes, "Oh my God. I didn't, no, 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 no. I didn't mean it that way."
What way did you mean it, lady?
Uh, oh, hey, Silver. So you say they've been doing that for a long time now? Okay. Anyway, but then I just finished reading about a divorce case. Judge, the family's been divorced for 2 years. The husband and wife been divorced for 2 years, and she got the house, but she was
Oh,
supposed to get the house taken out and go requalify for, get a new loan, pay and such for the house, get it all put in her name, get the loan put in her name. Well, 2 years later, she still hasn't done it. The loan's in the husband's name.
so he has to pay out a
And
house he can't live in.
right. And because the house is, because she's missed a few payments, he's had to catch up on those payments or else destroy his credit rating.
Right. Well, nobody wants to do that.
Right. And the judge, is asking her, well, what's the story? How come you haven't taken care of this yet? It's been 2 years. That's a
Right?
long time to be trying to requalify for a loan.
Long time to be messing around.
And she goes, well, I'm still working on trying to get my credit up, yada, yada, yada. And the judge sits there and he's
Ugh.
looking at her, and he looks over at the ex-husband who's sitting, and you could just tell by looking at this ex-husband, this man is defeated. I mean, his shoulders are slumped, his head is hung. He just looks like he's been beat to death,
You just get tired of shit after a while.
right? And the judge looks at her and says, okay, this here's going to be my order. You've got 14 days to either have the house sold or you requalified and the house put in your name and the loan in your name. And the woman's attorney popped up and goes, wait a minute, 14 days. Can't we make can't you make it like, 60 days or 90 days? Try to give us some time. And the judge looked at her and goes, she's had 2 years. Time's up. 14 days. The house is going to be out of
Oh.
his name one way or the other. Uh, that woman walked out. I mean, the guy walked out, standing a little straighter, but not
Yeah.
much. But that woman walked out, and she was just spitting fury.
Yeah, I can see that. Women do not let shit go.
So far, I did not. South Africa was not one of. I mean, and the only reason why I even paid attention to what's going on in South Africa right now is simply because they're making a big deal out of it with the USAID and how their STD clinics are being shut down. Well, why is the US funding their STD clinics?
Why aren't they funding their own?
Really?
If it's that much of a problem, you would think the World Health Organization would come in and demand they fund their own clinics. I mean, you know,
But then, my only thought to this thing was, okay, could you imagine though the international uproar if a white majority uh, country, the president or the prime minister or whatever of a white majority country sat there and said, yeah, sometime in the future, we're going to just go ahead and give the go ahead for the slaughter of all blacks in the country.
Oh, you'd have a civil war.
Good. I mean,
Other countries would get involved.
the international uproar over that would
Oh
be
yeah,
astounding. The
yeah.
press would be just destroying that country.
Hmm.
But here's the leader of South Africa saying, yeah, sometime in the future, we're just going to go ahead and give the okay for the wholesale
Well, it's been
slaughter
going on for
of
decades, so
all
it's not like this
whites.
is a new thing.
So,
You know.
like I said, honestly, I've never paid a whole lot of attention to South African politics.
I haven't either, but every once in a while an article will come up with like a whole family murdered in their bed, blah blah blah. You have to really nitpick the newspaper, but I used to see articles once in a while.
Silver, I'm not going to disagree with you from what I've seen so far. I'm not going to disagree with you at all there. It's, uh, and like I said, we normally don't like talking politics and such on the Friday show because we want to go into the weekend in a better frame of mind. But the one thing I've noticed, everybody on the left, they're attacking Elon, they're
And
attacking the
none of them are
people
happier
working
for it.
for him,
They're also miserable.
but none of them are actually defending what they've found. But they're not saying anything about what they found.
Because they're not finding anything.
They're not. Well, they're not saying, well, we need to have that $37,000 going to fund a comic book in Venezuela or Peru. We absolutely need to be funding that trans sexual opera in Ireland or wherever it was. Nobody's defending these programs that they found and saying, hey, we need to get rid of these. Why are we spending American money on these programs? They're
They all
not
know other
defending
countries
those
stupid enough to
programs,
spend their money.
but they're sure spending a hell of a lot of time attacking Elon
Yeah.
and the geniuses that they've got working for them. There's
Yeah.
one woman that's been going around talking, and what are these 18 and 19-year-olds doing with top secret clearances? Guess what? I was an 18-year-old with the top secret clearance when I was in the Air Force.
Oh, there you go.
Damn near everybody in the military has got a minimum of a secret clearance. As an
Okay.
absolute minimum, has got a secret clearance. I believe you have to qualify for a secret clearance to just join the military for the most part anymore. And I had a top secret with add-ons before I retired, before I was 24. Before I was 24, I had a top secret clearance with additional add-ons. So,
Okay.
yeah, he took away daddy's government credit card.
Oh,
So, there one group of Democrats said they wanted to impeach Elon.
Impeach
How
him.
can how yeah
That's
exactly?
like
How can you impeach a a government appointee like that? What
I
law has
don't
he
even
broken?
know.
He's an American citizen. Well, he doesn't have a top secret clearance. Excuse me, he's got better than a top secret clearance when he started building rockets for the United States government. Th- This whole thing is fun, but it's also destructive at the same time.
Uh huh.
And we're sitting here with trillions of dollars worth of debt, and we're funding all this crap. You know, uh, I'm trying to remember who it was yesterday. The fraud in the overseas fraud
Okay.
in the Medicare or Medicaid programs, one of the two.
Um,
They figure over the past 20 years, that accounts for 1/3 of the national debt.
oh wow. Not
The
surprising.
the fraud in is either Medicare or Medicaid, but
Okay.
over the 20 years, it could account for 1/3 of the national debt. And when they said that, I mean, I was listening to the stream. I wasn't sitting down watching it, and I was just like, "You've got to be absolutely kidding me!" That's absolutely something I want to do some more research into this weekend, to
Yeah.
where I can, hopefully see some pretty hardcore numbers. Well, Fury, he is a government employee, even though he's not getting any money. Even though he's not getting paid for what he's doing. Yeah, did you see that tweet by Barron Trump?
No.
Uh, let's see here. Barron Trump tweet Elon. Let's see, find it here. Uh, it was something like the richest man in the world is working for free,
Mm. He's
and
gonna. Yeah, and I heard he's gonna be the world's first trillionaire. It's hard to believe, but yeah. Oh no.
oh well, I can't find it now. At least I'm not putting something into the search bar that's bringing it up.
That's how they get you.
So anyway, what in the Elon Musk settles the social media is New York Times. Okay, damn you, New York Times. I hate you.
We all hate the New York Times. It's fine.
Okay, so here. Uh, X. Come on, fingers. Settles Trump. The Okay, here we go. CNN. Elon Musk owned X has agreed to pay to settle a lawsuit from Donald Trump over Trump's deplatforming following the January 6, 2021 insurrection. Okay, so what is it here? Trump first sued Twitter and Jack Dorsey in July of 2021, arguing his speech is being unfairly censored. Okay. Let me share this. I'm doing the CNN article. Oh, yeah, they're already trying to impeach Trump there. Trap Vision JP. According to the preliminary draft of the settlement, that's Meta. Oh, Meta is paying 25 million, of which 22 million goes to Trump's presidential library. It's looking like, well, according to the New York Times article, it was about $10 million that X is paying Trump. So, yeah, because the CNN article isn't mentioning a dollar amount,
Okay.
but the New York Times said $10 million.
Okay.
Well, that's half of what Zuckerberg had to pay him. Come, okay, my computer is acting all kinds of crazy now. Oh, okay, Silvar, you have a good day. Oh, cataracts. Ooh. Well, good
Well,
luck.
yeah.
Good
I
luck.
hope you have a good weekend if we don't see you again.
Best wishes for your mom that the cataract surgery works well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've always been afraid of is losing my eyesight and hearing.
Yeah.
You know, uh, my eyesight's always scared me because of the fact I always love to read.
Me too.
And even though I spend a lot more time now listening to audiobooks than reading books, I still spend a lot of time I still use my vision as part of my, not just to get around like everybody does, but, uh, just, the internet and everything else. Um, Dang it, what's her name? Why can't I think of her name? The blind woman that does the Mortal Kombat video games.
Oh, I can't think of her name.
You know who I'm talking about. She's
I have an
Canadian.
idea. Not Tara Strong. I can't think of the name.
Damn it, she used to be in Monkey Streams all the time.
Oh, okay.
Um, that and she was over on Minions of the Zoo a lot.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I don't even know if Minions of the Zoo is still a functioning
I don't know. I mean,
platform anymore.
I don't even know. I mean, I've gotten like, notifications because YouTube and my phone and everything. But other than that,
Oh, you have got notifications about
but
Minions
that
of the
was like
Zoo?
months ago. I don't remember the last one I got.
Minions of the Zoo. There it is. Let's see here. Yeah, they streamed last night.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Hellcat streamed last night with Hate Campbell and Sanguine. So, oh, Alexander's hosting over there now too.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know Tyra was hosting over there on Minions. So, yeah, ever since this past year that my past year and a half actually that my since my daily routines have changed so much.
Yeah.
I don't like I said I don't get a chance to do near as much on the computer as I used to.
Um.
Part of it's because I'm up at 4 in the morning anymore.
Yeah.
And then like this morning, I've I diced up some red potatoes
Oh.
and seasoned them up with paprika and salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, pan fried them up, and then fried up a couple of eggs for the wife for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And then, of course, after she left for work, washed up dishes, cleaned up the kitchen, then got ready for the stream. Then after the stream's over with today, I'll start. I've got to make a run to Win Dixie. I got a new pair of shoes yesterday. I, I was really,
Nice.
I was really, and I had to order them. And
Right.
I hate buying new shoes, especially a brand I've never worn before
Yeah. Same. Ew.
or a style I've never worn. But I couldn't find any shoes in any of the stores that here in or anywhere that I could drive to that that suited what I needed, what I was looking for.
Okay.
And I ended up ordering a pair of what uh, let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to remember they're a pair of Crocs, but they're not their standard Crocs. They're a pair of slides
Oh
for
God.
they're called the Recovery slides, and they've got a Velcro top on it, but the cushioning in the base of them is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I can actually wear them and my feet not hurt. I can actually stand up in them and my feet don't hurt.
Nice.
I used to follow Sanguine for and listen to his cooking, but he's a level above me when it comes to his cooking because he's got that. I know the words are escaping my brain right now. Where you put it, vacuum seal it, and you put it in the water, in the heated water to cook,
Okay.
and it's using heated water to cook. It's what's it called here? Sous vide. That's what
Oh,
it
okay.
is. Well, he's got a sous vide machine, and basically what
You
you're
wrap it up in a
doing.
plastic bag and you boil it.
Well, it's not boiling. Your sous vide. The actual thing is it's a very controlled temperature, and the water is moved around the food.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and it will cook the steak to or your food. A lot of people use them for steaks when they do it. Um,
Yeah.
but it will cook it to that exact temperature. But the thing is, not problem. The thing is that it will not overcook your steak. So
Well, it's
you
in a
could leave it in
bag,
there
so.
for 10 hours, and
Ooh.
the steak will be just as good as it was before.
Okay.
Uh, and so he does some of that sous vide stuff, and I've got apps. I know about it. I know the principle. I've seen him use them on cooking shows and such. Um, but that is well. Let's put it this way. I haven't. I other than if we've gone out to a steakhouse,
Yeah.
I haven't had a steak in my house in probably 5 years.
Oh, that's okay.
It's probably been at least five. Well, actually, close. I don't think I've ever cooked a steak at this house, and we've been in this house for 7 years now.
Wow.
Okay, if we usually if I'm in the mood for a steak or if I want a steak, we usually go out to Texas Roadhouse.
Okay. I've never been there. So,
Uh, it's a good, decent steak. I
okay.
mean, it's if you're a steak snob, you won't like it. Okay,
I'm not. I just.
but I'm not a steak snob, and and for the price, it's a good, decent steakhouse. I've got absolutely no I like going to Texas Steakhouse. Now, like Sunday, we're going to go out to Mission Barbecue,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's going to be our Valentine's Day dinner Sunday.
Oh.
We're going to go out to barbecue place, and again, Mission Barbecue. I mean, it's a good mid-level barbecue place. Is it a chain? Yes, it's a chain restaurant, but it's a good mid-level. I mean, uh, for the wife and I both, I think I'll probably spend between $50 to $60 for dinner.
Okay.
So, but I mean, there's barbecue places that you spend $60 a person
True.
to go eat, to eat at. Um, there's one place where it's a fine dining restaurant that we go there for our anniversary dinner,
Yeah.
and it's $115 a head.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
when the wife and I go there to eat for our anniversary, uh, I know I'm going to spend $200 to $250
Okay.
for the two of us to eat. But that's a once a year dinner. And that's not including the tip.
True.
And
If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to eat there.
so I usually plan on spending $300 that night.
You know, there was a recent, I'm not going to say study, that sounds so arrogant. But, you know, servers were questioned, and they found that the people least likely to tip were like moms with multiple children.
Right.
You know, they feel entitled to good service, but they don't want to, motivate anybody by tipping. So that
I,
makes
I
sense. I don't like it,
well,
but it makes sense.
my tip. Okay, I'm going to tip minimum 10%.
Yeah, they said that the people most likely to tip were people that actually worked in service. So, which makes a lot of
And
sense.
but my tip is entirely based upon the service that I get.
Yeah.
It I mean one time there was one place the service was so bad I dropped pennies in the water glass.
Ooh, no.
No, I mean that's how horrible the service was.
I don't think I've ever gone be lower than 10%. I think that's like my punishment tip. But
Uh, we actually had to go and get up from the table to track down our server
oh no, fuck that.
because all of our tea glasses were empty and had been empty.
If I gotta track down my server for service, I want to get a wage, man. I'm working there at that point.
And that's why our tip was pennies being left in the water glass
Oh no.
because the service was absolutely horrible. The uh, the food was good, but the server had nothing to do with the food.
Right. I never would penalize a server over the food quality ever.
No,
Unless they got it hot at the window and it got here cold. I mean, that would be kind of freaking offensive.
the wife and I went to Cracker Barrel
I've never been
not too
there.
long ago for a lunch. We were in town, and it was one of these days where we'd been in town since like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're still in town running errands and such, and we still needed to go to Sam's Club.
Yeah.
So we decided to stop to get something to eat, and she wanted to eat at Cracker Barrel, which is not my favorite place to go eat. But so
Okay.
we went in there, and I ordered a chicken and dumpling.
Ooh.
And I mean, I love chicken and dumplings. That's a good solid meal for me.
Yeah. That
And I'm
makes
sitting
me
there, I'm
think
eating
of
it,
autumn.
and
Yeah.
the waitress walked by, and I, excuse me, ma'am. She goes, yeah. I said, when you go back in the kitchen, tell them they need to turn the heat up on their soup, on their chicken and
Ooh.
dumplings. They need to turn the heat up on it. Now
Right.
I'm still eating it. I'm not. I mean, I'm not asking her to do anything with mine. I'm just saying they need to turn the heat up on the pot.
Right. I don't think I've ever
Because
sent food back in.
no,
Okay.
I wasn't sending the food back, and or I wasn't complete. I mean, I just saying that the soup was it was more on the cool side than on the. It was more warmish than hot. And chicken and dumplings, that should be hot.
Right. All soup should be
Okay,
hot, unless it's gazpacho, which isn't really a soup.
right. And she went back in the kitchen, and I'm sitting there. I'm eating my chicken and dumplings, enjoying it. You know,
Yeah.
wishing it was a few degrees warmer, but that's okay. And a few
Okay.
minutes later, about 3, 4 minutes later, the manager comes out,
Uh oh.
and he has got a huge bowl of chicken and dumplings that
Yeah,
you could see the steam rolling off of it
um,
as he's walking up. I mean, he's not holding the bowl. He's got a plate under the bowl
right.
because that
That
bowl
makes
was
sense.
hot.
It's hot. Yeah, my kids know to do this. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, you got some buffs flying in. That's cool. Man, I haven't seen a buff in forever. But he come out and he
Well,
apologized, and the manager come out and he said, I understand you said something about the soup not being hot. And I said, no, it's not, but I'm still eating it. And he goes, well, here, you can have this one instead. Let me take that one back.
oh. Okay, that's gracious. All right.
And you know, I mean, I gave her, I gave her a 25. I think I gave her a 25% tip, maybe a little bit more.
Right.
Uh, no, I'm,
Well, now they're
I,
pushing for higher, like 35, 45%. It's
I mean, I
ridiculous.
wasn't going, I wasn't planning on giving her I wasn't going low ball her tip because the fact that uh, I felt that the chicken and dumplings was too cool. That's not her fault.
Right.
Oh man, that's one thing I do miss is going out to air shows there, Fury.
I always wanted to go
Uh,
to one.
of course, we had the air show every year, and I used to
Yeah.
get mad at them because well, see, preparing for the air show wasn't bad. It was cleaning up afterwards.
Ooh.
We'd have to go out and walk the entire not just the flight line, but the runway and the grassy areas on the sides of the runway.
Don't tell me you had to clean the audience stands too.
Picking up trash. Well,
Oh,
the audience stands would be gone, but we had to go and pick up the trash
oh
that
my
the
God.
street sweepers didn't get. And it'd be civilians. I hate you. I hate you, civilians.
Of course you did.
Because I was having to pick up their trash afterwards. It got to the point that when I hated it so much that in my last couple of years in the Air Force, you know, as soon as I found out when they had the air show scheduled, I'd schedule leave. Okay. And I'd schedule leave 6 or 7 days leave there with the air show being right in the middle of it. And it wasn't until my last year that somebody actually caught on to what was going on. That I wasn't out there picking up the trash after the air show anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean that was one of the few times they actually brought the well, there's no I can't say that anymore. I'll call them the blue suitors. That we'd bring the blue suitors from the other side of base over to help walk the flight line and clean trash up.
Okay.
But the derogatory terms we used, the guys on the flight line had for everybody else that wasn't involved. If you weren't actually on the flight line, fire department or sky cop, we called everybody else titless waffs.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Fury. I believe me. I understand 100%. I understand 100%, man. The people show no respect. They just throw their garbage anywhere.
I hate that. I hate it just as much as when I see somebody driving, they throw a wrapper out the window. Man, I want to. It makes me mad.
You know, you see those skit videos
Um.
where, um, somebody throws trash out the window and somebody picks it up, knocks on their window, and throws it back in on them.
Here's your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You see those skit videos. I
Nobody would
would
do that in
one
real life.
time love to see that for real.
I would too.
Oh, that video that I showed yesterday of that teacher, that parent in the teacher conference,
Yes.
that was real.
Okay.
That was not a skit. That was real. So,
Okay.
and I'm making a uh I'm making a Tex-Mex dinner for tonight because the wife bought some
Nice.
Fritos to go with it. Since there's a bag of Fritos sitting on the counter, that's telling me I'm making something Tex-Mex.
Uh,
Something like a chili or something like that. Because she likes having Fritos in her in those kind of foods. Which I have to admit, I don't mind. I mean, she grew up using Fritos, whereas I grew up using saltine crackers.
um, baby,
So,
pull your skirt down and check the hall, please. No delivery. Okay.
oh yeah, Fury. I'd love to see somebody do that for real. I'd love to see somebody do that for real. Hand somebody back their
Uh.
trash that they throw out on the ground.
Oh my god.
Cupid's challenge. No, I'm not doing an e-card. Thank you much. All right. Well, I got to run to the store. The wife gave me a shopping list that she needs me to pick up. And I'm going to try out these new recovery
What store are you going
slides
to?
and see. I'm just running down to Winn Dixie. It's one of the few Winn Dixies in Florida that's not going to be
Okay.
name changing to Aldi's. You know, Aldi bought out all the Winn
Oh,
Dixies,
Aldi's
right?
bought out Winn Dixie? No, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yes. Aldi bought out Winn Dixie. So,
Oh,
and there's a new gas station company in town now too called Sefco.
never heard of it.
They are really doing their best to put every other gas station in the county in town out of business. I mean, they're literally building brand new gas stations across the street from existing ones. And they don't care if it's a mom and pop gas station or a chain gas station, corporate owned gas station. They're building right across the street from them. Big 16, 20 pump gas stations. I want a Bucky's. I want a buck. I would be willing to drive a half hour, 45 minutes to go to a
I
Bucky's.
wouldn't, but hey.
I mean, I just want to go to it one time to see what to do it. I mean, I just want to go one time to a Bucky's because I know I'd probably end up blowing serious cash inside with the barbecue and everything that they have going on inside of it. And I want to get some of those. I want to try those Bucky nuggets.
Oh my god. Not me. Maybe if
I
I was a
just
kid,
want to
I
try
would.
them one time. I just want
I
to try
get
them one
it.
time.
It's a curiosity. I get it.
You
I
know.
do. I'm not a kid anymore, though. The calories and the sugar and the fat and everything will probably fucking kill me.
Hey, I've
I,
dropped another 8 pounds since the first of the year.
congratulations. Yeah, I don't have that much time left. I can't be messing around.
My goal is to drop 60 pounds this year.
I believe
I
you can
dropped
do it.
I dropped 65 last year.
You can do it. You
So
work, so
this year my goal is to drop 60 to 65, and then next year drop 50 pounds.
okay.
And if I can do that, that'll take me down to 200 pounds.
Okay.
That'll take me down. Well, actually, it'll take me down to about 225 to between 225 and 250.
I'm not judging.
And I mean, if I can go from 415 pounds to 250 in 3 years, I'll be that to me that'll be happy.
Okay.
Considering what I'm allowed to do for exercise, what I can do exercise wise, that'd be a good move for me. So anyway, Fury, thank you for hanging out here with us. I appreciate you.
Bye, Fury.
And you keep bringing back these memories of putting on air shows.
Yay.
Man, I used the civilian aircraft that used to fly in for these air shows.
Mm.
And like I said, the first A-10 Warthog I ever saw was at an air show in 1979.
I'm gonna do my nails this weekend. In my sleep,
And
I was rolling over. I could feel one of them peeling off in my friggin' sleep.
put some super glue on it.
The nail glue is really super strong and it dries really fast. But you can't use actual super glue because, nah.
I saw something somewhere. A woman tried to sue a nail salon because evidently those fake nails, you're only allowed to have them on for so long and then they
Yeah.
have to come off.
Otherwise, you'll get like a fungus. Yeah.
Right. Well, she left her those nails on for like 8 months without 8, 9, or maybe it was a year. But she went in to a nail salon because she wanted new nails or wanted work done on, and they told her that what the price would be because those nails had been on her for so long and were, I guess she'd gotten an infection or something. But and they said either you do this, we'll do it for you, but this is what we're going to have to do, and this is what it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
And she said no. She got in a fight with them about it, and now she's suing the salon for not taking care of her nails, and want them to pay her medical expenses because evidently now
Oh,
she's
they
got some
told you.
sort of
Infection.
medical issues going on with her fingers.
Yeah, what happens is after a while, your nails will start to lift. And that creates a gap for stuff to get in food, dust, whatever. So, yeah, if you don't get your fillings regularly and you don't have them check you out, you're going to end up with a fungal infection. You don't want that. Your nail will start to turn black, and oh no, it's really gross. You don't want that.
Okay, now here's a serious question then.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean, all right, you from what I've seen, you pay anywhere from $60 to $100 for fingernails.
not me. No, I would never pay that much. I would chop off my fingers first. No.
By the time they get
Now,
the fancy paint job on them and everything else, it looks okay. So what's it cost you to go get your nails done, have those artificial nails and everything put on you?
okay. It can run anywhere from 25 to 60 tops. Like if I were going to a wedding, I would want fancy. But for every day, I just do it, and I can do my own nails. I've got the stuff here. I just want a basic French manicure. So, as long as you're not getting them like Dragon Lady ghetto length, it's not going to be that much.
Okay, well maybe it's because I'm looking. Most of these people have got these.
It's crazy.
How in the hell do you wipe yourself after you go in the
Yup.
bathroom? How do you take care of your personal hygiene with them fingernails?
It's touch and go, yo.
Scary stuff. I mean, how do you
Yeah.
get to your nether parts without injuring yourself?
Um,
You know, that's the part. That's why I don't understand this. How do you take care of your personal hygiene without getting crap up underneath your fingernails that
it's like
you
playing a
got?
video game, man. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful and avoid alerting authorities.
What a subject to end the stream on. Women taking care of personal hygiene with these super ass long fingernails.
Secret World. I'm in here. I never made my other character. I was gonna wait until you make yours and then I'll make mine. So I'm here in Egypt.
Oh,
Egypt is not fun.
I've got to go online.
I
My
know.
barber no longer accepts. Well, you can't call into him anymore to make appointments to get your hair cut, and he doesn't do walk-ins anymore. You have to go online to set your appointment.
Okay.
So I've got to go online and set an appointment to get my hair cut.
I gotta get
It
my
used to be
daughter's hair
nice.
done next month.
It used to be nice. I could drive by, and if I didn't see any cars up front, I could pull in and know I could go in, sit down, get a quick, 10-minute haircut,
Yeah.
you know. Or if he really had time, have him trim up my beard for me. But at least get the hair off my ears and clean up my neck area. But he's told me he won't do that anymore. I've got to go online and schedule barber appointments.
Well, she
What
hasn't gotten her
kind?
hair cut in a couple of years and it's gotten long. She's like, I want my hair cut. Shave my head, make me baldy. I'm
There's a
like,
guy that online had not had a haircut in 27 years. His hair literally touched the ground,
oh my god, that's crazy.
braided. It touched the ground. He had uh, two long braids.
My daughter used to have really super long hair, but her dad decided he was mad at me, so he was going to punish me through the kids. So every weekend they'd go to see him, and this wasn't a court order thing. I was letting him see them without a court order because he wasn't paying child support either. So he'd sit her down in the kitchen, not even take her to a barber. He'd sit her down in the kitchen and hack off her hair. And it'd be all uneven and crappy looking, and I'd have to take her to the salon a few days later to get it trimmed evenly. And she'd have to go to school like that till I get it fixed. And people notice this shit. So her dad, like, why are you cutting her hair? It looks horrible. He's like, oh, well, she had lice. I'm like, how did she get lice? She didn't have it here. He's like, no, she got lice. So the teachers are asking, what happened to her hair? Because she looks really upset about it. I was like, I told him, well, she got to my ex's house and he decided she had lice, so he chopped it off in the kitchen. And, so then her therapist started asking, the bus driver, her regular hairdresser, everybody's asking. I'm telling them all the same thing. They said, you know what, we'll check for you. They found no evidence of eggs, dead bodies, nothing. So finally, one day I yelled at him. I said, you need to stop doing this because her school, the therapist, the hairdresser, the bus driver, everybody she talks to says they find no evidence of lice. So they're only getting lice at your, and it's not even the boy getting lice, it's just her. So I've got one child that gets lice every weekend at your house and nowhere else. That sounds like you need to change your standard of living, or maybe we need to do supervised visits before she comes back over there. Maybe CPS can help you find the problem. When he realized all the adults were getting together and talking about it, he stopped doing that shit. That's all I'm saying. It's fucking petty shit, man. This is people. Well, you really hate him. Yeah, I hate him for that.
Mm.
You think
Yeah,
you
that
won.
cutting off a little girl's hair, that's a touchy spot.
And she loved her hair. But it had a worse effect than he intended. Now she only wants it short. Because
Oh,
she
okay.
looked so cute with her long braids. So I would do such cute styles with her hair every week, man. It was something new. But she just wants a bob now. And she has a cute face, so it works, but it makes me sad when she gets her hair cut.
All right.
But during the
Well,
pandemic, when we were quarantined, she was staying in bed a lot. Even though I tried to get her up and do stuff, she was like kind of down. Because we weren't really going anywhere. So she was staying in bed a lot and her hair got matted. And I got it untangled once. The second time it had to be cut. And I was scared. And I cut it, but it came out cute. Like it looked like I had layered it. It looked a cute little wolf cut. Like, oh my God. I don't want to do that again though. But yeah, she's gonna go next month and have a proper salon, do her bob, whatever. But she loves it. She loves the salon. She goes in and they wash her hair and she's all smiling and quiet and still. And then they blow dry it and then she's looking at herself in the mirror and fluffing her hair. She loves the salon. She feels spoiled. It's so cute. Oh,
okay. Well, everybody, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves.
yeah.
Be with the ones you love. Love the
Yes.
ones that you're with.
Dude, we
And
gotta
we'll
hook
see.
up this weekend and do this shit. Cause I'm not ready, but I'm ready.
And we'll see you all on Monday morning.
I hate Egypt. This